Once just a sport, now a multi-billion euro industry. The currency of success in football is no longer just trophies. The business side of the game is more crucial than ever before. So just how are clubs growing their brands in the modern world? Hello there and welcome to Football Now from Doha. Now there's a lot more to football in 2023 than just what happens on the pitch. In today's game, commercial success requires much more than board meetings and balancing the books. Image is everything, and growing a club's profile has become more important than ever.
It's always a really kind of almost an ugly word to say when you talk about football clubs being businesses. I mean, because they're emotional assets, aren't they, that kind of, you know, we pour our heart and soul into and that can make or break our weekend. But ultimately they are businesses, and they are, like every business, they want brand visibility. They want to be able to appeal to commercial partners, to investors, to attract eyeballs in different markets, whether that be Europe, the US, or the MENA region. Underlying all this is, you know, the clubs want their brands to be visible. That's partly through the need to attract commercial revenues, but also of how we now engage with football, and how different generations engage with football. I mean, we consume it in a different way.
So the business side of football is having an increasing influence year on year then. And when it comes to growing the profile of a club internationally, there are many routes that the owners are taking. Here are just some of the ways that clubs are making their brands the most recognisable in the world. Every club needs their supporters to feel truly connected to their team. As a result, almost all top-level football clubs now have a recognisable slogan that fans can attribute to the club's brand. Often there to promote a sense of community, Barcelona's Més que un Club and Liverpool's This Means More are just two examples of how clubs make their fans feel like their club is different from the rest and something special to be a part of.
The adoption of slogans, and you see it at Premier League grounds, and it's very much taken a leaf out of the playbook of maybe the NFL or the NBA when it comes to engaging those audiences, because it creates that brand awareness and that association, so you can run marketing campaigns with this as kind of the driving force, I suppose. You can see most clubs now, most Premier League clubs certainly, and their social media posts will have some kind of hashtag attached to it, which kind of relays the slogan or the message of the football club, and that in itself helps gain traction through social media and brand awareness.
Then there's the teams that are collaborating with high-end fashion brands to get their image out there. The most famous example in recent years being PSG and Jordan, partnering to make some of the most popular kits that the club has ever had. The deal ran for 4 seasons and was a raging success. Some have taken a more human approach to their social media presence over the last 5 years or so. Designed again to create that community-like feel, Twitter accounts are more conversational, and clubs have a presence on TikTok, embracing the latest viral trends to boost their numbers. Well, some clubs boost their profile simply by making big signings. For instance, in the early 2000s, Real Madrid were famous for their Galacticos, buying some of the biggest names in the game. A similar story developed a decade or so later with Manchester City, and more recently, Al Nassr gained over 3 million followers overnight following the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo. It goes to show that buying some players isn't just about what you get on the pitch.
I think there could also be a combination being made. You can approach a football club, but you can do also the country. So one of the good examples is Cristiano Ronaldo. He signed for Al Nassr, Saudi Arabia, but actually he's also a tourist ambassador for the country. And they have a strong vision 2030, where they want also to bring in Saudi Arabia big sporting events over there. So obviously, it will help if Cristiano Ronaldo playing in the league. It is a win-win situation, because then you can go visit the game of Al Nassr Saudi Arabia to see Cristiano Ronaldo playing live. But you can also visit the country and see also what the country is offering.
Next we have football club documentaries. Fly on the wall peeks behind the curtain have become increasingly popular with ardent supporters and are a great way to appeal to the casual fan too. The likes of Manchester City, Sunderland, Juventus and Barcelona have been some of the teams to let the cameras into the dressing room. Former non-league side AFC Wrexham, who in 2020 were bought by Hollywood owners Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds, have perhaps become the most famous example of a smaller club hitting the big time. Last year, for instance, the 18-episode documentary Welcome to Wrexham aired on Disney Plus for the first time, and it was a roaring success, now the little club from North East Wales had become known to many across all corners of the globe.
Well, I saw the commercials for the documentary, and I watched the documentary, and I started getting really into it. I couldn't wait until the next episode. So I would get up early in the morning and I would watch it before work. And I absolutely refused to go online and look up anything about Wrexham before the show was over because I didn't want any spoilers. I honestly thought it was the most boring sport on the planet, to be honest with you. I thought it was so boring. I had no idea how exciting it actually was until I started getting into it. And now I absolutely love it. Like, I don't even watch basketball anymore.
So it seems that access all areas through the small screen seems to be the successful formula for clubs then. That is us out of time for this week's show. Do let us know your thoughts at home using the hashtag FootballNowBusiness, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.